Guys, you know what time it is. After 3 long years of patience and perseverance, we finally have it before us. It's Elden Ring. So for those of you who are new to the stream, it's me. It's me, Chimpanzee. And if you know me at all, and even if you don't, one thing you should know is I have been patiently anticipating this game for a long time. So, I mean, since it was first announced in 2019, man. And, you know, it's funny because for a while, like, I was following, like, sort of the hype train back when we weren't getting, like, any news about it. And, patient. What's up, Wicked Truth? Keep it in your pants. I'll do my best, buddy. I'll do my best. Can't take it. Can't whip it out on stream anyway. But yeah, so, you know, I'm sure I'm not the only one in this boat. Obviously, everyone's, you know, thirst and desire for this game has been through the roof. It's been a little pathetic, but honestly, we all understand. We all understand, like, how much we wanted another FromSoft RPG, you know? Sekiro came out in 2019. Sekiro was great. I played Sekiro yesterday on stream. You can check out the VOD if you want. I talked a lot about what I like about it, what I didn't like about it. The stuff from Sekiro I want to see make it into Elden Ring. The stuff from Sekiro I don't want to see make it into Elden Ring. But yeah, as much as I think Sekiro is a very solid product, a very solid game, and it deserves a lot of the you know, the accolades that people have put upon it, you know, it didn't quite capture the things that I really loved about specifically like Dark Souls 1, Demon's Souls, and Bloodborne, which are like 3 of my favorite games of all time, especially Dark Souls 1. And ever since I played Dark Souls 1, a little background on me, if you haven't caught my previous streams, if you're new to my channel here, or my content, Dark Souls 1, basically my all-time favorite game ever made. And I've been gaming since I was pretty young, but there was a period of time, like I think like as I was going into high school and kind of, I guess like later in high school and then like, you know, early in college, I just like stopped playing video games because I was like, you know, like I had just been playing like JRPGs and platformers for a while, and some of those games, some JRPGs and platformers are great, but that's kind of like what I was bred on, and I kind of got burnt out on that type of stuff. And the game that got me back into gaming and made me realize that the full extent of what a game could be, the full extent of like, you know, the capacity of games as a medium for storytelling through experience and through like kind of like having you interact with the world instead of just showing things to you in a cutscene, like having like, you know, kind of a bisected experience, like something like Kingdom Hearts. No offense to Kingdom Hearts, there's a little bit of storytelling in the gameplay there, but like those are the kind of games like, you know, I'd grown up with where it seemed like a lot of times and this might be a bit of an unfair criticism of that game, I haven't played it since I was a kid, but there would seem to be a bit of a bisection in the games I played growing up between the story and the gameplay. Like there would be like gameplay portions, and then you get cutscenes, which would be the story portions, where things would be like delivered to you and like in a clear, explicit way. And it wasn't really until I played Dark Souls 1 that I realized, oh, the fact that you are in a game world means that you can experience a story through the atmosphere, through the way the game presents encounters to you, it presents set pieces to you, and you can kind of opt in to, you know, getting something out of the story. Like, you know, the more you get more out of it if you want more, but you can choose to just kind of like play it as a game. A lot of people choose to just play Dark Souls 1 as like, you know, just like a fun, like, you know, run through fight / hack and slash type of game. You know, pretty brutal combat mechanics and, you know, like a good weighty feel to it. But for me, it was kind of like a transcended experience in terms of, you know, it completely changed the way I think of games. And I went from someone who had kind of been burnt out on games and wasn't really interested in them as a medium anymore to someone who like is now, by far, gaming is like the most exciting medium for storytelling to me. And it's all because of Dark Souls. And ever since playing Dark Souls, I got really into the Souls series. I played, obviously. I skipped Dark Souls 2 because I heard, some of the original creative staff for Dark Souls 1 wasn't involved. I definitely do want to go back and play Dark Souls 2. But I played, Bloodborne. Love Bloodborne. That's also in my top 5 favorite games as well. I love, I played Dark Souls 3. Didn't quite like it as much as Bloodborne or Dark Souls 1. And I think it's because, and there's a lot of reasons for that. I'm not gonna, I don't mean to decry Dark Souls 3. It's a solid game. I think it makes some mechanical steps forward in terms of I like the combat arts. I'm excited to see what Elden Ring does with that kind of stuff. I've heard a little bit about what it's doing, but I don't know too much. Basically, as far as my experience with Elden Ring, what I've seen so far, and I'm basically going in pretty much fully blind, and I've been basically avoiding spoilers like the plague. Really, the only spoilers I have are I've seen the initial trailer from 2019, like the announcement trailer, the Summer Games Fest trailer, which was kind of 2 minutes long, just kind of a bunch of clips slapped together, and then a little bit of footage from the network test just to get an idea. I think I watched a Fextra Life wiki video, just kind of going over the general mechanics, because I was interested in whether it played more like a Dark Souls, a Bloodborne, a Sekiro. And it seems to be taking a lot of elements of all three, and that's actually really exciting, because, it seems like part of the issue I had with Dark Souls 3 and stuff like that, and, kind of I played a little bit of Dark Souls 2 and stuff like that as well. I didn't get too far into it, but mainly 2 and 3, I felt they were kind of inhibited in the way they could tell their stories effectively without undermining the story that they were continuing, which is Dark Souls 1. And I feel like FromSoft always does their best writing work when they're working with an original world. So when I heard that they were coming out with Elden Ring, I was so excited, because I was like, this is great. This is completely new. I love that they brought in a ringer in George R.R. Martin. I'm not super familiar with his work. I'm very aware of who he is. I've watched a couple episodes of season 1 of Game of Thrones. I haven't watched all the way through, and I've listened to a little bit of the audiobook for the first Song of Ice and Fire books, and I thought it was cool, but I didn't get too far into it. But I think Sekiro, although I like the way Sekiro presents its story, even if it's a little bit more upfront with the story than the Souls games or Bloodborne are. I still think it does a good job with the presentation, and it makes a lot of leaps and bounds in terms of traversal mechanics. I think that's Sekiro's biggest strength, is the addition of stealth, the addition of the grappling hook, the addition of a dedicated jump button, and the different ways that you can dodge and block. I think the combat mechanics are really good, although I do think just the way, because it's a character action game as opposed to an action RPG, there's just less variety in terms of how you play the game, which kind of can create a little bit more bottlenecking when you come up against a tough enemy or a tough area. But I really like kind of playing through the levels in Sekiro, because you can use so many different things: the prosthetic tools, the combat arts. Everything is effective in the levels. Not everything is effective against the bosses. So in Sekiro, weirdly enough, I know a lot of people love the bosses in these games, but I tend to enjoy, at least in that game specifically, I enjoyed the levels more than the bosses. And I think as time has gone on, that's kind of how I look at these games. And I think that's something important to note when going into Elden Ring, and for anyone who's watching this, is that I'm not a type of Souls player who's a get good, I'm gonna, make the game harder for myself type of guy. For me, if a mechanic is in the game, whether it be summoning, using magic, any number of things that might, if I'm having a tough time, I'm not gonna make the game harder for myself. I will use the mechanics that are put in the game because they're there for a reason, and I think part of the experience is engaging with those mechanics. That being said, on my first playthrough, I won't be summoning any other players into the world, unless I just want to mess around with PvP for fun, or stealth through an area. But I'm not going to summon for the bosses, unless the only thing I might do is, I understand there might be NPC summoning. If it's story related, or if I see an NPC summon and I'm having a tough time with a boss, I might do that, just because I don't really care about I'm not my I'm not the validity of me as a person isn't tied to whether or not I could beat a boss 1v1. I'm obviously going to try them 1v1 first, but that's not I don't play these games to get the elation of beating a super tough boss, although that can be nice. And I obviously I've beaten you know, Sekiro, so I've fought, you know, Sword Saint, and I've beaten, you know, Dark Souls 1, of course, and you know, Bloodborne, so I've beaten, you know, Logarius and, you know, Orphan of Cause and stuff like that, and, you know, so I've fought a lot of, like, really tough, you know, beefy enemies, but, like, it's not, I don't really have anything to prove in that department. Like, the main reason I like these games, the main reason I, like, get into them is I think the way they, convey the story through their mechanics and convey the themes through their mechanics, and, like, you know, just kind of, like, the immersive elements of these games are what draws me in and makes me love them so much. And, like, without that, like, it kind of shows with other Souls-likes, you know, how they don't quite meet the same bar as, you know, FromSoft Souls-like. It's because FromSoft has, like, attention to detail and making sure the mechanics, you know, kind of blend with the story really well, blend with the themes really well, and kind of create, like, this holistic experience that is greater than the sum of its parts. I think Matthew Matosis has a great video called The Lost Soul Arts of Demon Souls, which really explains how, like, Demon Souls, the one that kind of birthed this new genre of Souls-likes, kind of, you know, a lot of the elements that made that game so special kind of, like, got diluted in later entries, such as, like, Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, and even, you know, I actually, like, you know, I love Bloodborne, so, but like, you know, stuff like Sekiro, where it's kind of, I think, a little bit more focused on, like, being hard than being, like, I mean, that might be unfair. I don't want to piss anyone off too much. I have my own opinions on these, and again, these are just opinions, and I am going to be, you know, throwing out a lot of hot takes during this playthrough, so I know, you know, you guys are probably all raring for me to get started, so I'm going to get into this in a second. I just kind of want to let you know, like, how I'm approaching this as a gamer, and, like, you know, like, what my values are, so that way you know, like, what you're getting into. I know some people just want to watch someone, like, you know, balls against the wall, like, you know, knocking down bosses, you know, with, like, their super good skills, but you got Lobos for that, you got Moist Critical for that. Like, they're gonna bust through, they're not gonna give a fuck about the lore. I mean, yeah, they're like playing it just for the mechanics alone. Like, I'm more of, like, a lore boy. I'm really gonna, like, take my time, be super methodical, look under every nook and cranny to find everything I can. Like, obviously I'll try to keep it entertaining for you guys, but, like, that is how I approach these games. I'm very methodical. Like, when I played Dark Souls 3, I basically accomplished, like, I did the Sigurd questline first time, and, like, same with, like, the Henri questline that leads to one of those endings, one of the optional endings. So, like, I'm pretty methodical when I play these games, especially for the first time, and I'm so excited to go into a new FromSoft game with basically zero spoilers outside of what I, like, the little bit I saw from, like, the network test and the Summer Games Fest trailer. That's all I know. I know, like, basically I've seen, like, the name of an area, and I know, like, what 2 bosses look like. That's pretty much it. I don't know anything beyond that. So yeah, this should be really fun, and I'm going to be avoiding spoilers like the plague. So any spoilers in chat or in the comments, you know, I appreciate the engagement, but, like, please don't do that. Like, if you have the choice between commenting with a spoiler and not commenting at all, just please don't comment, just watch, okay? And if I see a spoiler, like, obviously I'm gonna try to avoid that type of stuff, but I will delete it if I see it. And if it becomes, like, a regular thing, I could potentially ban someone. Obviously I don't want to have to do that. I'm just putting it up front. I've been really careful about avoiding spoilers, because when I was playing Sekiro, I would just go on YouTube or go on Twitter and see, like, a full-on image of, like, one of the final bosses of the game. Like, I just got straight up spoiled to, like, who the final boss was, like, midway through the game, and I was like, well, this fucking sucks, you know? I hate that feeling, because I really do care about, like, the stories and the way these games present their stories. I find them really interesting, and I'm going to be talking quite a lot about them. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there on Front Street so you guys know what to expect. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into this shit. All right, here we go. All right, we're adjusting brightness. I think I already did this. The only thing I've done so far is adjust the settings. All right, camera access is normal. That looks good. Cool. Now, I've heard about some frame drops in this game. Oh, sweet. Okay, character selection. Very cool. You know, one thing I might want to do real quick, actually, I think I'm going to turn down the music just a smidge, because it is pretty loud. So just hold tight for just a sec, guys. Where is the audio settings? Here we go. Yeah, that music is fucking loud as heck. Okay. Like, obviously I want to get the music, but it's just right now it's really fucking loud. So, okay. Here we go. New game. Okay. Alright, so... from the brief footage I saw from the network test, it looks like this is going to have as much build variety as any other FromSoft game, which I am so fucking excited about. Mainly because Sekiro didn't... Like I said, I like Sekiro a lot. I like the new mechanics and stuff that they put into that, but it didn't quite scratch the Dark Souls itch of having, you know, all the different build variety options, you know? Like, you know, and having a build, you know, gives you so much, like... And I think that's why there was like a bit more controversy around how difficult Sekiro was, because there weren't options to switch up your build if you were having trouble. Obviously there's different tools and stuff, but that didn't, you know, that didn't quite translate as well to kind of like giving you options as terms of like different ways to take on, like, especially like the main bosses, at least in my opinion. I think some other people would probably agree with that as well. So I'm really excited to have a little bit more RPG stuff going on in this one. All right, so does it tell you anything about, like, what the stats are right off the bat? I guess we'd have to click on it. So we got Wretch, we got Confessor, which I assume is like a cleric. We have Prisoner. I love the fucking Prisoner mask, man. Man in the Iron Mask all the way. That's pretty fucking sick. Okay. Samurai. If we wanted to go Sekiro mode, we could do that. I like that there's the option. Prophet. Maybe that's actually the cleric. So maybe these guys are the like wizards, or like battle mages. We got Astrologer. That's definitely a mage type of thing. We got Bandit. Okay. We got Hero. We got Warrior. We got Vagabond. I was expecting to see the cool looking design from the trailer. So here, let's see. So select a base for creating your character. Right off the bat, I think these are already like technically more options. Well, I don't know. It's about the same probably as like, say, like Dark Souls or Dark Souls 3 or Demon Souls perhaps as well. Okay. Let me see. I like the Warrior. And well, one thing I'm considering with choosing my starting class is that what I'm interested in doing is, I think in this playthrough, because I'm going to do like a co-op playthrough later on. I might not stream, you know, all of a co-op playthrough, but I'm definitely going to do something like that. And what I'd like to do is specifically like for my first playthrough, I want to do like kind of like normally I do like a strength build. I just find like the biggest fucking like, you know, the biggest dick weapon I can find and, you know, smack people over the head with a phallic object, basically, the whole time. But I think in this playthrough, of my first playthrough, I saw, like, a lot of interesting, like, kind of dex weapons in the network test. And I think I might want to try, because I never do it, I might want to try dex for my first playthrough with, like, a little bit of magic. Because the magic that I saw in the network test, like I said, you know, the only thing I've been spoiled to is like mechanics, like and only like a little bit, you know, I'm still gonna have to figure everything out when I start playing. It looks, you know, magic in this game looks fucking sick, and it hasn't, you know, and that was something that kind of always, you know, seemed to fall flat a little bit I mean, you know, sometimes it's cool in Souls. Like I like pyromancy a lot. Okay, so let's see. We got the Bandits. I'm gonna check out the Warrior. Let's do body type A. Okay. Yeah, so I like that they have the twin blades. I think that's pretty cool. Because I want to go for, like... I heard that Dark Souls 2 had something called power stancing. I kind of like the idea of doing, like, a twin blade power stance type of build. But, yeah, I'm planning to kind of be, like, a stealthy boy with some magic. Just, like, magic kind of as, like, a secondary option. Like, if I need to do, like, you know, spec into, like, a more ranged type of thing for later on. Okay, so level is 8, vigor. Intelligence, I assume, is still tied to magic, and faith is still tied to, yep. Okay, and then arcane, I wonder what that's all about. Because, you know, I guess there could potentially be 2 magic stats, but who even knows, man? Maybe there's a different type of magic, like a third type that like scales with arcane. Oh man, the build variety is going to be awesome with mind. I don't know what that even means, but I guess that's just like getting big brain. You spec into being fucking smart. You're able to figure out enemy weak points more or something. I don't know. Okay, let me see. This guy's intelligence is kind of low. His dexterity is high, which is good. Let me go back. Abandon this character and return to character selection. Yes. I just want to see what like the starting classes start with. So I'm guessing that this one is strength, right? High vigor. Okay. Vigor is most likely HP. Endurance is fine. Strength, dexterity. Dexterity is also kind of good. Intelligence and faith are all kind of low, so magic is low for this character. Alright, so let's see. Let me see. I want to see what the Confessor's all about. Let's see. I was wondering what that was. You just make them nude. That's funny. Okay, cool. Okay, so these guys they have high faith, so they are, like mages. Or not mages, what's it called? Clerics. They're clerics. That's cool. Okay, so we got level, vigor, levels 10, vigor's 10, mind, endurance, strength, dexterity, intelligence is low. So I was thinking, because I hear that there are some certain miracles, like what I heard from the network test is that there's certain miracles that allow you to kind of like heal your party. So when I do a co-op playthrough after my first playthrough, I was thinking like a faith-based playthrough, like a faith paladin type of guy, a big dick sword with like a or like club with some like healing stuff for like working with like a party would be really cool for a second playthrough. So I think I'm gonna avoid faith for the most part this time around, unless I, you know, just find a mechanic or find a miracle that I just think is too cool for school and decide to fuck around with that. So what's the profit? I really want to know what this is. I like that they have a fucking, spear? Okay, so these guys are super smart. Their mind is on another level based on these stats. And their faith is super high. So these guys are like, oh, look at that. They have like a anklet. Like their ankles are shackled. That's really interesting. They got this bell. It looks like they're kind of like in penance. I'm really curious to know the lore about all these background characters. I'm really interested to see where that goes. But man, their faith is fucking high. Jesus. Abandon this, yes. So what's the astrologer? Let me see what this is all about. So these guys are high in intelligence. They're magic boys. I like the look of the staff. It looks pretty cool. And I like their drip. They got good drip. Their level is low. That's okay. Mind is high. They're also super smart, apparently. And their strength is low, but that's all right. So, okay. I think I know what I want to do. I'm going to check out one more, which is Bandit. Okay, so Bandits start at level 5. They got the tiny knife like they do in Dark Souls. They got the tiny shield like they do in Dark Souls. They start with bows and arrows. Oh, keepsake. So you can actually choose a keepsake. Okay. Interesting. I'm curious about the origin. What does this mean? Oh, so wait, I could have been doing this the whole time? Are you fucking serious? I feel so dumb going back and forth between this and the main page. But that's okay. Okay, so vagabonds. Okay, oh, so here's the lore. Okay, awesome. So vagabond is a knight exiled from their homeland to wander, a solid armor-clad origin. Very berserk souls, I think, right? Anyone who knows me knows I'm a huge fan of Berserk, so I'll probably be making references to that a bunch. Okay. Warrior. I'm leaning towards warrior right now. a nomad warrior, just because like they're kind of already rocking like the stuff I want to. I want to go like, I want to be a big like attacky person in this one. Doesn't mean I won't necessarily get a shield at some point, but I want to try going on the offense. And I hear that like blocking with swords in this game is a little bit less bad than blocking with swords in other games. And that's something I kind of hope carries over from Sekiro a little bit. Is I like the parry deflect stuff. So I hope we get to see something like that in here. I think that'd be cool. So warrior, a nomad warrior who fights wielding 2 blades at once, an origin of exceptional technique. And I think they have the highest dexterity. Their intelligence is 10, which means I could spec into that if I wanted to. Ooh, I like this guy though. This guy looks fucking based, man. Look at that fucking shoulder. Oh yeah, and that shield. Hell yeah. Oh my god. I wonder what this design, like what this crest represents. Man, I'm already geeking out about this. We haven't even started playing yet. Okay. God, this looks so cool. Their intelligence is so low though, but their arcane is high. I kind of love this. Like this is like what I normally go with, like a build like this, like big dick weapon and stable shield that I will like choose to use or not, because I usually go two-handed if I'm fighting like a boss. But all right, endurance, strength, dexterity, intelligence, faith, arcane. Okay, so dexterity is low, intelligence is low, strength is super high. God, this is so tempting to me, guys. This is so tempting to me to just go with like a big dick sword boy, but I gotta stick to my guns. So okay, wait, what's the thing? A stalwart hero at home with a battle axe, descendant from a Badlands chieftain. Okay. I know this game is apparently gonna have like more endings. That's something I've heard. And if that's a spoiler for anyone, I'm sorry. But again, like that, I don't know what they are. I've heard that like because this game has a larger scope than any of the FromSoft's previous games. I hear, and they always have multiple endings. I heard that this one's going to have more than any of the other ones. It's a reasonable thing to assume, and I'm pretty sure I've heard it before. But I wonder if your starting class has any dictation on that. I imagine it probably won't, because normally you can kind of shape your own build from there. But yeah, so a dangerous bandit who strikes for weak points, excels at range combat with bows. Astrologer, a scholar who reads fate and stars, heir to the school of glintstone sorcery. Prophet. Okay. Prophet is a seer ostracized by inauspicious prophecies. Well-versed in healing incantations. Yeah, so I might want to use a prophet on like a second playthrough, because I like the healing incantations for like playing with like another person or a group of people, or something along those lines. So samurai. Oh, this looks fucking cool as shit, I gotta say. This is giving me big Ghost of Tsushima energy right now. I love it. A capable fighter from a distant land of reeds, handy with katana and longbows. I like the longbows. I like having a ranged option in these games. Prisoner. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, this is so cool. They already have magic and dexterity. Oh, you know what? Actually, maybe this would be a better starting class for me, because they have magic and they have dexterity. God, I'm glad I checked this out. Plus, they have the base mask. They have the cool mask. Yeah, I think I might. This is looking good for me. Plus, I love starting as a prisoner. Like Dark Souls 1 and Sekiro, I love the starts to both of those games, because you start in prison. You're coming starting from the bottom. Really, you know how it goes. Okay, a prisoner bound in an iron mask, studied in glintstone sorcery, having lived among the elite prior to sentencing. Yeah, I'm heavily leaning this, if I'm being honest. Confessor, because I've been thinking like Battle Mage would be like a really great option. Okay, Confessor, a church spy adept at covert operations, equally adept with a sword as they are with their incantations. Okay. Cool. That's pretty cool. I like the way these guys look. And then last but not least, we got Unga Bunga go smash with his thong, or his banana hammock. I like his ponytail. That's pretty cool. Okay. A poor, purposeless sod, naked as the day they were born. A nice club is all they have. Cool. I've made my decision. I'm going prisoner. I will need to find a new weapon because I don't really like using a rapier, but I'm sure I'll be able to find a new weapon pretty soon. So we're going with this one. All right, name. I'm going to name him. Let me think. Let's see. I think it will be Fresh Prince. No, that's dumb. Let me think. What's a good name for a character? Well, you know what? He's got the Iron Mask. Like the character from Man in the Iron Mask. So why not D'Artagnan? It's kind of stupid, kind of pretentious, but I think it's D'Artagnan, right? D'Artagnan. Fuck it. I'll do it. Why not? It's a callback. It's dumb. It's a nerdy thing that only someone who is familiar with like what's it called? It's like the Three Musketeers like movies and lore and stuff would care about. But I think it fits. You know, whatever. I'm not going to be talking to him much anyway. He's good. As far as I'm aware, this game is kind of similar to Dark Souls in that like your character's not going to get. They're not going to drop his name very much, essentially. Okay, so body type. Body type B. Ooh, got some titties. I'll go with body type A. Age, let's go with mature. I'm gonna go with the young. Origin, we already did that. Keepsake, okay. So this is always a big decision in these games. Or actually, it's only ever a big decision in Dark Souls 1 because some of the items you get in Dark Souls 1, specifically the Master Key, matters more than literally every other item in the game. There's only one right choice in that game. Okay, so let's see. A medallion. Oh, you can choose none. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, so a medallion. Oh man, and I'm so curious as to like what all of these actually do, because with a game this big, I'm sure, and like with so much, clearly with George R.R. Martin on board, like they're gonna go really into like the way this game tells its story, and I'm just so curious, like if any of these are gonna have like hidden uses, like the Witch's Ring in Dark Souls 1, how that like opens up a whole, you know, optional like thing where you get to like communicate with a fair lady. I would love it if like all of these, or like so many of like a bunch of them had like significance like that and like hidden uses. I think that's something that's so cool about Dark Souls 1 that doesn't quite carry over into a lot of the other games, but I would love to see it carry over into this one. All right, so Crimson Amber Medallion. A medallion inlaid with Crimson Amber increases maximum HP, so that's pretty useful. I wonder if that's like a ring. Okay, lands between rune. Oh, like the Great Runes. That's what the game was originally going to be called, I believe. Like that was like the working title, like Project Beast was for Dark Souls. All right. Lands between rune. The Gold of Grace. The Gold of Grace. Localization, my friends. No, I mean, I'm sure there's a reason for why it's worded weirdly, but that is a weird way to word it. The Gold of Grace, shining in the eyes of the people of the lands between, used to gain runes. Okay, so it's like a soul item. You pop a soul, you get... Okay, yeah, now we're good. We'll be able to get plenty of that. A golden seed washed ashore from the lands between, which I think is what the world is called in this game. Similar to like Lordran or Lothric or Yharnam or wherever any other worlds, Ashina, any other worlds you populate in any of these games. Said to reinforce sacred flasks. That's pretty cool. You know, I was hoping that they would go back to the Estus Flask method they had in Dark Souls 1, because I find the way you're able to select your own difficulty by kindling bonfires versus not kindling bonfires, and Estus Flasks in Dark Souls 1 kind of representing the amount of mistakes you're able to make before you die. I think that's like more elegant than just like starting with like a couple heals like you do in Sekiro, like one heal, and then like, or like in Dark Souls 3, it's like, oh, my Estus Flask can only I can only drink from it 3 times, and somehow I make the thing expand, and now, or like I add additional water to it with seeds, or it's like, I don't know, man. Just give me more healing items to start with. Like, the game's still going to be tough even with more healing items. So, and I found that way in Dark Souls 1, it gave you actually like really kinetic, like like really like good like diegetic, like what's it called, like difficulty options that weren't something you select at the start of the game, but that's like a difficulty option that is ambient to the world and makes sense with the, you know, the lore of the universe. So I think it's pretty cool. Fanged Imp Ashes, Jesus, that's a funny one. Okay, the ashes of a small diminutive golems. Ashes are said to hold spirits within. That's interesting. That's curious. Cracked pot, 3 strange cracked pots that somehow mend themselves. A container for certain thrown items. God, that could actually end up being really useful. Stone sword key. 2 stone keys shaped like swords. Breaks the seal on imp statues, but can only be used once. I wonder what an imp statue is. Bewitching branch. 5 sacred branches charged with beguiling power, said to originate from something. Said to originate from sorry guys. Said to originate from demigod Michaela. Okay. One of the demigods that were referenced in like the release material that came out over the summer. That's kind of cool. Branch charged with beguiling power. All right, boiled prawn. 5 pieces of boiled prawn boosts physical damage negation. Okay. And Shabiri's woe. The crazed likeness of a noble whose eyes have been gouged out. Attracts enemies' aggression. Why would you want that? The gold of grace shining in the eyes of the people in. So far, this is the one that looks the best, but I'm sure I'm like missing something. Reinforces sacred flask. That could be useful. Ashes of small diminutive golems. I think I'm going to go with this one. I just think that'll be useful. Choose base templates. Didn't we already do this? Oh, okay. This is kind of cool. Whoa, Nightfolk. Okay, that's how you can tell the George R.R. Martin influence right there. It's fucking one of the White Walkers. I haven't watched much of Game of Thrones, but that much I know. I know of the iconography of that much, at least. But hey, that's pretty cool. Newman. A face? Oh, this is more lore. Sorry, guys. I know this is like... I know you probably want me to just start playing the goddamn game, but I need to soak this stuff in. This is like my approach to these games. I'm sure there's going to be other people on Twitch who are going way faster, or on YouTube or going through it way faster. So if you want like a methodical approach to this stuff, I'm your guy. But I'm sure there are other people doing that too. But, you know, just want to make sure you know that's just how I'm going to do this. Sorry if it's slow. Okay, so the most common face among the Tarnished being like, you know, the undead of this game, or like the hunters, or, you know, whatever it might be. Let's see. After all, they were all warriors once. Okay, warrior truth seeker. The face of an austere pilgrim. There are many roads to truth. Okay. I like this guy's hair a lot, and I think the character models are really cool, actually. Let me see. Okay, I don't want to zoom in on his nuts, man. Can we zoom in on his fucking face, please? Oh, we can switch view. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Nice. Yeah, I like this is an aristocrat. He looks like a fucking aristocrat with that fucking curly ass hair. And those hazel eyes. Okay. The regal face found among those who claim noble blood in the lands between. Loner. Me IRL. No, I'm just joking. Face found among a proud and seclusive tribe of folk well-versed in ancient legends and heresies alike. Okay. Interesting. Man, these real... the fucking back hair. Oh my god. Have you guys been watching Attack on Titan? Because this reminds me of something. I like his look. He's a hairy motherfucker. Man, the character models look really good. Jesus Christ. Like, this is way better than, like, any of the Souls... This is... You know, I remember when the first trailers for this game came out, people were looking at this and, like, the way the graphics looked, and they were, like, not impressed. So far, I'm, like, pretty damn impressed by everything I'm seeing here. So, yeah, this is pretty cool. Okay, so, let's see. Okay. Seafarer. Oh, hell yeah. I like that they look like what they say they're meant to be. Like, I think that's actually really cool. The face of one who wanders the land, the seas, in search of their home in the lands between. So the fact that they're seafarers makes me hope that there's that the swimming mechanics from Sekiro make a return here, because like Sekiro swimming mechanics are actually quite good in that game, but they didn't really do too much with it. And I would love to see like an underwater, like you like kind of exploring an underwater kingdom, or like having like an underwater boss fight. That would be really, really cool. Reedlender. A face from a faraway, isolated land of reeds where blood is familiar sight. So I guess this guy's kind of like, you know, looks more like Asian inspired. I don't think that's a controversial thing to say. Looks cool. Draconian. Ooh, this looks kind of cool. The stony face of the people of the ancient dragons. Wow. Among whom life is typically short. Wow, that's really cool. I'm really curious how, like, every one of these games, every FromSoft game since the Souls games started, and probably even before that, has, like, some sort of crazy lore that involves dragons. I'm so excited. Like, it's always, like, one of the most tantalizing things. Like, Ash Lake. Holy shit, man. Like, blew my fucking mind. Archdragon Peak, so cool. Divine Dragon and Sekiro, so fucking sick. It's always like the coolest lore, or not the coolest lore, but so much of like the really cool lore in these games surround dragons. So I'm kind of like tempted to pick that one. But then there's fucking Nightfolk, which is this Edward Cullen looking motherfucker. But here's the thing, okay? Feature of those known as Nightfolk, few in number, they were said to bleed silver long ago. Newman. Face of Newman, supposedly descendants of denizens of another world. Long lived, but seldom born. Wow. I kind of... Oh god, I really like the Newman. The Newman or the Nightfolk would be my choice. Oh, it just looks so fucking cool, man. Like, they look... This one kind of looks a little bit more like Cro-Magnon. He looks a little bit more like a... what would you call it? Like a... not like Homo sapiens, but like Neanderthals, like kind of like, you know, pre Homo sapien. Man, that's fucking cool. Face of the Newman, mostly descendants of denizens from another world, long lived but seldom born. I think that one's the coolest one, and I think I might have to go with it. Yeah, I think I might. It's either that or Nightfall, because I like the idea of like I know it's like funny to meme on like Twilight, but vampires in fiction like are just one of my favorite things. Like especially like Vampire Hunter D. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that one. Like the idea of like an immortal monster who looks like almost like an attractive person, but they're like a monster like on the inside, but they like live forever and they have to like they outlive all the people they love. And they have like this like desire for blood and stuff. I know that that's technically not what this is, and that's good. I like that From kind of comes up with their own lore, and especially with someone like George R.R. Martin on the writing staff. Of course, they're going to come up with something cool. But I like the aesthetic of vampires. You know, being like pretty on the outside but monstrous, like having monstrous power that can come out. But oh man, I don't know. It really is between these two. Lead silver. I like this one a lot, though. I think I might go with Night Folk. I'm just leaning... Oh, but Newman is so fucking cool. Oh, this is tough. Oh, God, I'm sorry, guys. You probably want me to, like, just make a goddamn decision already, but they've just done such a cool job with just, like, the lore and the look of all these guys. I'm like, really impressed just by this in general. Let me do Nightfolk. Detailed appearance. I'm not going to spend too long on this, guys. Young. Might just alter the hair. Oh, there's the cool hair. Yeah, this guy's real emo looking. Got our, you know, receding hairline look. Got our bob. Got our wreaths. We got our Princess Leia fit. Kind of like something simple like that, or maybe like this. Or maybe this. You know what? Sorry, guys. Yeah, I think just hair and face. Yeah. Yeah, let me start with hair. I think I like this one in terms of the look the best. I might change the hair color. I kind of like a deep red. Feels like there's not a lot of color variance, but maybe I'm just... Oh, here we go. So we can get really deep red if we wanted to. So emo, man. It's a bit too emo for me, man. I think I gotta go with the other one. No, fuck it. I've already made my decision. Hey, what's up? Ishmael says, I was having controller trigger issues. If you have them, try loading Steam in big picture mode. Okay, cool. Thanks for the heads up. Okay, so let's do... I want to do a different hair color. Probably different than that, though. It's a bit too bright for me, but fuck it. I'll just stick with it. I can't be spending forever on this. Oh. Okay, that's a little bit better. Well, yeah, that's a little bit less weird. Okay, cool. No, I don't want him to have dyed the hair. That'd be a little bit weird. I kind of like the ability to add white hairs. Kind of reminds me of Sekiro a little bit. Yeah, I kind of like that glossy look. Makes him look like he's kind of like older than, you know, he looks young, but I want him to like look young but feel old, you know, like feel like a person, like an old person trapped in a young person's body, right? That's kind of how I want to make him feel. Like if I'm doing any sort of role playing, it's that this guy is like a young, like a person who was in prison because of his, like maybe his race of Nightwalkers or whatever. Eyebrow, facial hair. I might add some facial hair. First, we got to choose to give him a beard or not. Yeah, I might give him like, I might give him a little one. Nothing like mine, but something. I mean, I guess I could give him a full beard, make him look like a little bit like me. That's kind of cool. Just a fucking mustache. I kind of like this. I normally don't like beards like this, but I like it on this guy. Makes him look a little bit like a little bit weathered. I like it. This one or this one? I think this one's probably better, but I think this look is probably the best for this particular character. Yeah. Beard color, match hair, yes. That's fine. Stubble. I don't even know if that changed anything. Eyes. I'm gonna make his eyes red too. Maybe. I like having the big eyes. I actually kind of like the glossy, cold look on this guy, so maybe I'll just keep it as that. Skin features, dark circles. No, that's okay. Skin luster, what does that change? That's probably fine. Cosmetics, tattoo. Let's do a tattoo. Or like a mark or something. A lot of these tattoo designs are dumb. I like the idea of him being branded since he was a prisoner, though. So let's see if I can find something that would fit with that motif. My character ended up looking like a white Sekiro with a beard. Yeah. Oh, did you go with the samurai class? Yeah, no, you know, like I didn't mean for my character to look this way, but I'm liking how it's shaping up. Reminds me of Shanks from One Piece. Maybe just a scar would be enough. Now he's really Shanks from One Piece. Maybe I should just change this guy's name to Shanks. Eye patch? Nah, I'm good. I kind of like the idea, similar face. Let me see if I can adjust face template just a smidge. I like the bone structure for the most part, but that's pretty cool. Kind of like that. It's like slightly softer features for this guy. That's too soft. I also kind of like this, like the more pronounced jawline a little bit. It's kind of cool. I like it. I'll stick with it. Form emphasis. So what is this actually changing? I don't even know. Oh, I see. That doesn't really change anything. Okay. I think we're good on this guy. I think he looks good. We'll go to OK. Oh, whoops. I think this is where we were, right? You did go with the samurai. That's cool, man. I'm going with the prisoner. I really like the aesthetic of the prisoner, and I like the idea that it uses magic and like a dex, which is what I'm rolling with for my first playthrough of this game. So, should be cool. I think I'll just stick with what I got. Yeah, I like the way he looks now. Cool. So just click OK. Nice. Okay, alter body. I'm not going to alter body too much, guys. I just want to see body hair, musculature. I'll make him jacked. Why not? He was in prison. He got that prison workout routine. Body hair. I'm going to leave that where it is. Legs, arms, abdomen, chest. Nah, we're fine. Save to favorites. Sure. Sure, I like it. Okay, cool. I think we're good. Choose base template, detailed appearance. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Oh my god, guys. Sorry it took so long, but we're finally getting into the game. All right, hopefully we don't have too many frame drops. Obviously, I'll keep an eye out for that. I don't think we will, but we'll see. I adjusted some of the settings. Oh, here we go.
The
Fine.
fallen leaves tell a story.
Ooh. I already like the art direction of this.
The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between.
Wow.
Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found.
So she abandoned her throne.
And
Interesting.
in the night of the Black Knives,
Whoa.
Godwyn the Golden was first to perish.
Godwyn the Golden.
Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring.
Oh, the fucking designs, man. The art direction.
Taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering.
Whoa. Look at that shit. Wow.
A war from which no lord arose.
There's our Valkyrie. With her,
A war
whoa.
leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live.
So everyone in
Call of long lost grace.
wait.
Speaks to us all.
Whoa.
Orlu, chieftain of the Badlands,
Wow.
the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion,
Wow.
the loathsome dung-eater,
The shit eater.
and
Shit eating grin.
Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing.
Wow. Fucking epic introduction, as usual. They're known for having great intros. So tarnish the dead that yet lived.
And one other, whom grace would again bless,
Is that me?
tarnished of no renown.
It's me.
Cross the fog to the lands between.
Oh my god. Guys, we're about to play it. We're about to play it.
Stand before the Elden Ring.
This is giving me big Demon Souls vibes with like kind of like
and
crossing like
become the Elden Lord.
praise the sun, Elden Lord. That seeing like the rift open up kind of there reminded me of Demon Souls kind of going through the rift in the colorless fog as you approach Boletaria. Nice. Okay. The ring. Praise the Elden Ring. Okay, so let me see what's the same. So we're starting in a room. It's very dark. Right off the bat. Wow. This looks fucking cool. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so let's see what's similar from Souls. I might need to adjust some settings, guys, just to make sure that, like, frame rate looks good. How's frame rate looking at the moment? Tarnished, wizened finger. Okay. Ooh, so A is jump. Nice. And I don't have any items. I have the Fanged Imp Ashes. Let me see what's going on with equipment and stuff. Let's see. Let me just do some rolling around. I just want to make sure that the stream looks good. Looks like there's a bit of some drop frames, so I'm going to. It looks good on my monitor, obviously, but I'm going to adjust some stuff to make sure we don't drop as many frames. So hang tight, guys. Appreciate your patience. Okay. Let's see. Advanced settings. Alright. Texture quality we'll make maybe medium. Anti-aliasing quality. Keep on high. Depth of field. Let's keep on medium. Like lighting quality we'll keep on medium. Effects quality. Obviously, I want to play it at the best specs I can, but like I also just want to make sure the quality of the video on the stream looks good as well. I guess I'll just keep that on high for now. Volumetric quality, medium. I'm just gonna set a lot of stuff to medium. Reflection quality. We'll keep that on high. Water surface quality is low. Shader quality. Keep on medium. I'll keep shader quality on high. Global illumination quality is high. Grass quality is medium. Yeah, that's fine, because this only has two... Well, actually, that does have 3 settings. I guess I'll just set it to medium. I just want to make sure that things look like run well on the stream. So, cool. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how things look now. Dedicated jump button. You'll love to see it. All right. So, got this. We got our magic meter up above. Nice. So I like that that kind of forms, and you can still like run around while the magic is being cast. That's actually really cool. All right, so let's read this message. Good luck. Thank you. First off, Elden Ring. Yes, I should leave a message at some point. Get some upvotes. See if I get any flasks from that. If that's how it works in this game. I think things. It's hard to say how things look on the stream right now, but I think we're doing okay. It's kind of hard to tell while you're streaming how good things look. But if I am dropping frames, let me know. So you're in game now. I'm not going to be paying attention, but shoot me a text when you're done for the night, even if that's late. Ishmael, if you have a sec, I know you don't want to be spoiled, but maybe just glance at the stream if you get a second. Just let me know if it looks okay. Like in terms of drop frames and stuff. I think it looks okay at the moment. I lowered some of the settings, so hopefully it'll look okay. But yeah, just if you have time, it's fine if you don't. Just let me know. Thank you. Though the path may be broken and uncertain, claim your place as Elden Lord. I might, because of my setup, like I don't like upping the brightness settings too much more than I should, but I might up it a little bit. And I might lower music volume a tad more. I don't know. I don't want to make it too low because I like the music in these games, but I just don't want to have to yell over it. You know what I'm saying? I'll turn it up. Fuck it. I'll leave it on 4. What am I looking for here? I was thinking about, what was it? Audio? Yeah, audio. Wait, no, not audio. I forget what I came in here to do. Never mind. Okay, so A is jump. This is use item. Let's check to see what we have in our inventory. With the inventory menu, you can browse the items you're carrying, drop them on the ground, or throw them away. So I like that right off the bat it has like Sekiro-style tutorials. That's going to help new players a lot, as opposed to the more like cryptic tutorialization of Dark Souls and Demon Souls, where you have to read the messages on the ground. Show large image and explanation, toggle characteristics. Okay, cool. Go ahead and close that. Memory of Grace, lose all runes and return to the last lost grace visited. Okay. This is used to write messages in other worlds. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, we get how this works. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and equip this so I can write some messages. I'll write messages later. Not going to do it right now. Oh yeah, brightness settings is what I wanted to see if I could adjust. So system, auto target, manual, attack aiming, no. Brightness is what I'm looking for. Which I think would be probably over here, right? Okay, well, I don't know where that is right now. I'm not going to worry about it too much. And gesture is still this, right? Oh, this is map now. It's not gesture anymore. That's interesting. Okay, cool. You know, I had mixed feelings about them adding a map, but I think this game is just so far beyond the scope in terms of like how big it is compared to the other games. You know, you kind of do need a map. I'm glad that it's not as much of like a mini map. I do like that you can place beacons and stuff like that. That was handy in Breath of the Wild, so I think it's going to be cool here too. So read message. Time for Elden Ring. Yes. All right, let's do it. Wow, look at that. Chapel of Anticipation. Man, this game looks fucking great. Like, right off the bat, like, just the lighting and, like, the dynamic... Oh, man, how dynamic, like, everything looks. It's just so cool. Wow. Look how beautiful it is. I can't wait to get some new spells. Alright, let's just check and see what we got over here. Alright, dodge button is still the same. So we got classic Souls, treasure chest ahead. Oh, you fucking troll with that shit. Alright. But man, this game, right off the bat, loving the way it looks. I love how, oh, everything look okay on the stream in terms of frames. Seems like it might be a little bit rough. Let me try adjusting something real quick. In terms of system settings. So we got full screen resolution. Let me bump resolution down to 1920 by 1080. You know, we'll see in real time if this fucks things up. Yeah, it did. Yep. Okay. Yeah, you gotta let it revert to the settings. Sorry about that, guys. We're figuring shit out here. You know, it's a learning experience. Let me see what we got here. Full screen window, borderless window. Kind of want to keep it on full screen. Just thinking about how to reduce. I guess I'll keep that as medium. Okay, so I gotta return to the title screen real quick. I'm gonna do that. Okay. So we'll reload, we'll see how things look. Again, thanks for being patient, guys. I know watching someone figure out their settings for a game. But like I said, I'm going into this completely blind. Like I said, when I started the game, I hadn't seen any of this yet. So, you know, it's part of the process. I hope you understand. Okay. Let's continue. Sacred Flasks. Flask of Crimson Tears replenishes your HP. Flask of Cerulean Tears replenishes your FP. Okay. So how are we doing now? Let's see. Alright, game still looks good on just like monitor. So is there like a... Oh, nice. So we got strong attack. What about parry? Ooh, okay, so that's our... Oh, yeah, but it uses MP. I'm kind of fucking myself by... Okay, I think the stream looks a little bit better now that I've lowered the settings a little bit. It's looking a little bit more fluid. I'll still continue to keep an eye on it. But if I start dropping frames, guys, please do let me know. I'm not going to read every single fucking thing that's out here. How's fall damage? I should probably check that, right? That's something I haven't really looked into as of yet. Also, is there stamina to the same degree that there was before? Let me go ahead and do a jump. Nice, that didn't do any fall damage. Awesome. Oh, you fucking... Man, these messages are gonna fuck me up. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should play... My first playthrough of this game should be offline, but... First off, gorgeous view. By the way, try jumping. Yeah, get fucked. How about you try jumping off a bridge yourself? Cool. Alright, loving the way this game is looking. It's always really hard to tell like how the frame rate looks on stream. But we're just gonna keep trudging. We're gonna keep going. If I find that it's like just really unbearably bad, we will adjust for that. Okay, so we're running across. This is a beautiful area. I mean, this is so much more like... This is like... Okay, so what I already like about this so much is that, like, in Dark Souls, it kind of felt like you were... how do I put it? It felt like you were sort of like, how do I even put it? It's like you could see all these cool areas, but you could only go to the places that it would let you go. I just like that, like the fact they added a jump button makes such a huge difference. I wonder what's out there. The fact that this is all like occluded by fog is such like a great like detail in terms of like, I just like the ambiance a lot. Wow, look at this statue. Holy shit, man. Guys, we're gonna have a whole fucking open world game filled with like lore and like environmental storytelling to the extent that they did in Dark Souls. Like if that's how ambitious this is as a product, that is fucking wild. I'm sure not every single nook and cranny can be as good as like Dark Souls or whatever, just because those are more modest products, but they had a lot longer to work on this game, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they'll do. Okay, I think the stream looks all right. So we're going to move forward here. Oh, there we go. Jesus. Well, fuck me. I don't even have any healing items yet. Where was I? What the fuck happened? Why did my screen go black? Game, explain yourself. So I guess that was like a scripted death scene, but I'm sure you can beat that boss with, time and experience. Damn, interesting. I hope we go back there. I'm sure we must. We gotta, right? I guess in Demon Souls you don't go back to the very beginning area after you get beat up by the big boy over there, but I'd be pretty surprised if we didn't make our way back there at some point. It's our horse! Or it's a horse. This is from the trailer.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side.
Okay, this looks already like a lot better in-game than it does in the trailer. At least I think so. Yeah, so we were clearly supposed to die. That was supposed to happen. Interesting.
One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
But I thought the Golden Order has been broken to its core. I remember that line from the trailer. Maybe that hasn't happened yet. Alright, so this must be like the proper tutorial. That's interesting. It starts you in like a area where you don't really get much of a tutorial, and then takes you here. That's neat. You know, I was trying to figure out, because I couldn't block, obviously, because I had my my secondary hand had magic in it or whatever. So what I should have done is I should have two-handed. I would have stood a much better chance, but that was probably whatever. It was meant to happen. Flask of Crimson Tears. Okay. This is our... Oh, Flask of Cerulean Tears. There we go. Why is it always defeat? You and me both, pal. You and me both. Okay. So we're in this cave. I'm going to go ahead and equip this stuff. Going to reorder this stuff. Okay, so I'm like it's good that we start off with more heals than we did in Sekiro, because that was pretty cruel that they only gave you like that single, heal right at the beginning. We'll do this one, and we'll do actually. I'm pretty sure that thing I got is a spirit summon. Okay, so what's this? Who are you? Fucking dead person? They're speaking to me in some sort of ghostly voice, I suppose. Recall the arts of war and your warrior's blood. Interesting. I wanted them to repeat that dialogue. I only got part of it. Take the plunge. Of learning and remembrance. Recall the arts of war and your warrior's blood. This game looks great. I love, like, the art direction. And I think, like, visual fidelity-wise, it's better than I expected, too. HUD display. Okay. So I guess you can do that whenever. Okay, so now I can actually see what I got on me. That's good. God, I can't see a damn thing in here. Okay. Let's take this plunge, because I think this is the way out to the left. And I imagine that's to make it so that speedrunners and people who want to not do the tutorial don't have to. So let's go ahead and take the plunge. Alright, we took fall damage. I kind of missed the drop. That's my bad. Oh, I won't give up. So wait, how do you dual hand? Is it... Sites of Grace. Resting at a Site of Grace, so this is our bonfire. Restores your HP, FP, and cleans any status ailments, or cleanses any status ailments. It will also refill your sacred flasks. Okay. However, most of the enemies you've defeated will be revived. Yep. Most of them, not all of them. You can find Sites of Grace by going where light converges. So I like that these are like reflections of the light that I guess like comes from the trees or the sky or something like that. These explanations are acquired in the form of info items and can be accessed from the inventory at any time. That's wonderful. I love that. I think in Sekiro they couldn't be, and that was kind of annoying. Oh, I love that animation. That looks great. Let's rest. I kind of love that there's like a separate animation for resting. I think that's pretty cool. We can pass time, flasks, adds charge to flask. Okay. I don't have enough golden seed, so I could have started with the golden seed to give myself an edge in that way, but I think I made the right decision going with the spirit summons. I think that's cool. Use a sacred tear to increase the amount of HP FP replenished by your flasks. Okay. Cool. I'll probably leave it like this for now. Yeah, I'll probably leave it like this for now. Or maybe I'll go 4, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Until I get some better spells, I'm probably going to go start with this. Cool. Nice. So wait, it's weird that interact is Y, but I'm not. I actually like that A is the jump button, so I'm not going to change that. Cool. You can go. So how do you dual wield in this? Okay, hold on. I just want to replenish my MP before I continue, especially since I only have the one flask. Like, how would I go about, like, wielding with both hands? Oh, God. I should just check my fucking controller menu. That will just tell me how to do it real quick. Okay, let's go to System. Controls. Yeah, so how do you wield something with both hands? That's what I've been trying to figure out. Okay. Okay, RH and two-handed armament. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm sure it'll tell you. So yeah, we're in the tutorial. We'll figure it out. All right, this is the way we came. So we're going to continue on our merry way. We got our first enemy here. Nice. So I will say, I kind of wish, like, because I was hoping this game would be like sort of a like a greatest hits version of let me use some magic on this boy. Nice. And I'm sure it will be a greatest hits. Yeah, so sorceries and incantations. You can memorize sorceries and incantations at sites of grace. You must have a staff equipped to cast sorceries, or sacred seal equipped to cast incantations. Okay. And if I wanted to unequip it, I could just do this. Oh, and I have a shield. Fuck yeah, I didn't even know. This whole time I was like, I didn't think I had one. Okay, so we got stealth too, which is great. But we don't need to stealth right now. Use an armament in your left hand or both hands to guard against incoming attacks. Guarding is especially effective when done with a shield. Guarding consumes stamina if your stamina runs out. Okay, we get it. Cool. What happens if I try to stealth this guy? Okay. Oh, hey. I actually want to see, I hear there's like some sort of dodge counter. I want to see what that, or like a block counter rather. I want to see what that looks like. I think you have to block at just the right time though. Maybe this isn't the best enemy to try it out on. Seems like you're pretty strong right off the bat, which I do appreciate. Like I said, I don't like the Souls games being hard are by far, like, in my opinion, like the least interesting thing about them to me. So I do not particularly care that they are that they might make something a little easier, you know? Come on. Alright, so we got our fire items. Ooh, a row of fruit. I wonder if there will be crafting. I think there will be crafting in this game. Like, I think I remember hearing about that, like, when the network test was happening, but that could be, I mean, like, I don't particularly love, like, crafting mechanics in games like this, but I could potentially go for something like that if they make it fun to engage with. Okay, so each hand can be equipped with up to 3 armaments. Okay, this is what I was looking for earlier. I'm so used to pushing Y to use 2 hands, like we do in Dark Souls. So let's see. Each hand can be equipped with up to 3 armaments, allowing you to toggle between them. Armaments, okay, so... Oh, so it's Y. Oh, that's so smart. That's so smart. That's such a good way. So it's Y plus LB or RB. So it's still very familiar. It still feels like a Souls game. That's cool. That's like, you know, it's rewarding your Souls muscle memory. That's great, as opposed to punishing it like Sekiro does, which wasn't a bad thing either. It's just different approach. Obviously, this is much closer to a classic Souls. Armaments can also be 2-handed. Okay, cool. All right. Oh. Nice. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay. All right. So I definitely want to try this this block counter thing. I'm sure that'll come into play here at some point. All right, yeah, I get it. Come on. Come on, don't make who wait. I don't have the patience to wait like that. Okay, so we got some stuff. I think this is technically getting close to the end of this area. Skills, okay. Armaments of special abilities, and I already know that in this game you can actually use your skills in a particular way. Like you can kind of like what's it called? You can make it so, as far as I'm aware, like you can customize, you can like swap skills between weapons. If you like a particular skill, it's not unlike in Dark Souls 3, it's not beholden to a particular weapon. I think that's a really good addition. That's a good way to like make that mechanic. Take that mechanic that was in Dark Souls 3 and make it even better, give you more build variety. That's such a good thing. I love that. Okay. So we're going to use our skill on this person. Whoops, but we got to switch back to this because we have parry. Nice. Cool. All right, so we're going to continue on. Crouch to make it harder for enemies to discover you, especially effective in tall grass. Yes, we know how to do that. So I really like that they brought these mechanics over. Okay, so I'm straight up gonna say it. I'm liking this game, and I'm sure I will like it very much. But I am gonna probably have some criticisms of it because I don't typically like open world games, and I also don't like when studios don't basically, make use of the mechanics that they had mastered in previous games. And From is notorious at just forgetting that they did something better, that they did things better in previous games. So the Estus system was by far the best healing system in any of these games, bar none. The Estus system from Dark Souls 1, I mean. Way better than Blood Vials, way better than, Moss that you get in Demon Souls because you don't have to farm, which sucks. Always sucks when you have to farm for that type of shit. And then I don't have any other weapon on this side, but wait a second. I think I can do... Okay, I get it. But yeah, so what I was saying was, I'm definitely going to have some criticism of this game, because, right off the bat, there's no reason why they've already developed, this is on the same engine that Sekiro is on. There's really no reason for them not to bring over, Sekiro had such good UI when it came to, finding, the openings when you were doing the, death blows and stuff, the red light that would appear when you have that opening. I don't get why they just didn't do that when you have the stealth opening, because it's harder to know if you can actually hit them or not. So that kind of bothers me. I think that could be better. And I'm sure there's other things there are other games that are going to be better that they didn't bring over, and it's going to be why? What were you thinking? Okay, stance breaking. Some attacks may break an enemy's stance, giving you a chance to perform a critical hit. Charge attacks and jump attacks make it particularly easy to break an enemy's stance. Hold RT to charge attack. RT while jumping is the jump attack. Okay, so let's try RT while jumping. Okay. Nice. That's awesome. So that's pretty cool. That actually reminds me a lot of Sekiro, with getting the jump on people. I think that's pretty cool. Upon dying, you will be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. However, if there is a stake of Marika, who's the goddess of this universe, near where you died, you can choose to be revived there instead, which is awesome. And especially for an open world game where you're not going to obviously they don't want to put too many sites of grace too close to each other like they did in, with bonfires in Dark Souls 3. They had literally you could see one bonfire from 10 feet away. It's just wait, I just rested at a bonfire. It was kind of unnecessary. Bonfire placement in that game was a bit too regular, but it's also nice to have an additional checkpoint, especially if you want to try a boss over and over again. That way you don't have to run through the same area and fight the same enemies or run by the same enemies every time. It's going to make boss runs a lot more manageable. And for a world this big, I'm sure this will come in handy. and being able to choose where to respawn. I think that's really smart and very very gracious of From, like kind of maybe even uncharacteristically so, which I think is great. I actually like that they would do something like that. All right, so this is our first boss, right? Counterattack immediately after blocking an enemy attack. Guard counters make it easy to break an enemy's stance. RT immediately after blocking an attack. Guard counter. Nice. All right. Okay, I tried to use the block counter. It's like immediately after blocking the attack, but I don't know, it didn't trigger for me. Maybe, like, I felt like I was pushing it, but maybe it didn't do it so well. Also, how's the frame rate looking on the stream, guys? It's hard to say. Like, it kind of feels like maybe I should adjust things a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. And I might. Okay, but we're going to continue for now. Is this where we came from, or is this where we're going? Oh, no, this is where we're going. Okay. And this is Y. Yep. Oh, I thought that was an item, right? It was hard to say. Okay, so we're back at the beginning now. This is awesome. Cool. And if we talk to this guy again, this ghost man or woman, they have a big thing around their neck. Brave Tarnish, take the plunge. Yeah, okay, I get it. Okay, cool. And then up there's an item. Not sure how to get up there right now. Okay. So guys, we are going to go up here. How long have I been streaming for? Basically, almost 2 hours. I'm definitely going to continue to play this game tonight, but what I might do is I might stop the stream, take a quick break for dinner, take a look at the VOD to make sure everything looks good. Ooh, this is cool. Don't have the stone sword key. Oh, that was one of the items we could have gotten at the start, which would have unlocked this whole other area. Oh, okay. This is like something that blocks off certain areas. That's pretty cool. Nice. Cooperative multiplayer. Use tarnished furled finger to write a gold summon sign. Cooperative multiplayer will begin once you have been summoned by a player from another world. You will take the role of an ally, furled finger, and your objective is to defeat the area boss. The compass at the top of the screen indicates the dictation of the summoner, hosts of fingers. Cool. Okay. Nice. Tarnished furled finger. Okay. Cool. Very cool. All right. Okay. And that's is the tutorial. I'm pretty sure the exit is right up ahead. I've seen this like little tutorial from the what's it called? Network test. So I'm not too unfamiliar with what we're seeing here. But yeah, that's pretty cool. It seems very Souls-like. I'm really excited to continue on, and like I know I spent a lot of time like talking about my feelings about the Souls series, my expectations for Elden Ring, and my hopes for what we're going to see in the future. That's just like kind of me like doing my thing and talking about like what I like about these games, game design elements that I appreciate about them, or maybe don't like so much about them. I'm going to keep doing that, but this game, this part of the playthrough was just kind of to set things up, just get started, get out into the world, and that's what we're going to do basically next time, which is going to be very soon. Like I'm going to start up the stream again like really, really, really soon. I just want to make sure that that I'm not dropping too many frames at this point in time, and adjust for it if I am. So again, thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey through Elden Ring and the road to Elden Ring streams that we did earlier in the week. Basically I'm going to put this whole playthrough as basically like a blind Let's Play on my second channel, Bag of Chips, which is linked basically on my Twitch page. So if you want to like go back and watch it later, you can. I'm also, recording locally. So, it's going to be, even if the quality of the stream doesn't look great, it'll be better quality when it's uploaded. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. And I'm going to be back like immediately. Like if you're watching this after the fact, just know that like I'm just taking a break for dinner. I'm going to be back playing this in like basically like an hour. So, all right, guys, hang tight. We're having a lot of fun here. I will see you all again very soon. And I don't know what a good send-off is for this game yet. Umbasa, I suppose we'll have to do for now. All right, see you later.